Now, look who's here. Nigel Farage. Long time no see on this programme. Great to have him back. Nigel, how do the Brits view the Trump administration so far?
Oh, yes, let's hear what we, the Brits, think about Trump.
Oh, I have to tell you, across the country, there's a growing admiration because something remarkable is happening in America. A guy said to the electorate, "This is what I'm going to do." And you know what? He's actually doing it.
Here's Nigel Farage, so giddy over his admiration of Trump that when speaking on behalf of the UK, he thinks that many of us have admiration for a man who ran basically on bringing down the price of eggs, when in fact they've increased by 15% since he got into office. Meanwhile, letting Elon Musk dismantle the infrastructure necessary to combat a bird flu epidemic sweeping the US at the moment, meaning many chickens are being slaughtered as things get out of hand. Speaking of Elon Musk,
the president is the elected representative of the people, so he's representing the will of the people. And if the bureaucracy is fighting the will of the people and preventing the president from implementing what the people want, then what we live in is a bureaucracy and not a democracy.
Oh, the irony. Anyway, here's Bernie Sanders to let us know who's really in charge.
When it comes to questions about who is the administrator of Doge, actually, do you believe that's an important question to have the answer to?
No, the issue is not who is technically the administrator, who has the title. Elon Musk is clearly running the show, the wealthiest person in the world, who has enormous conflicts of interests, who is helping to fund right-wing extremist organizations all over the world, who is looking forward to get massive tax breaks from Congress. He's running the show.
But if you think the American public are happy with the way that President Elon is dismantling the government, cutting benefits and support programs as he goes in the guise of good housekeeping, here's a couple of recent town halls where constituents address their Republican representatives.
When will you stand up to them and say that is enough?
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
Absolutely no proof.
What is going on right now today is the House of Representatives and the Senate are totally abdicating their responsibility to make checks on the executive. You stand here and say, I'm not sure about that, or I'm not sure about that. You put up, frankly, some of these slides are very misleading. Let's talk about the Trump tax cut. How much of that deficit in that jump from 22 up was the tax cuts to the incredibly rich people of the world who are now in our White House and dismantling our government? You are an attorney. You are an officer of the court, in addition to swearing an oath to our Constitution, and yet, well, you and so many of your colleagues are just sitting around watching. Well, I don't know, we'll see what happens next month. Oh, those workers have rights, and yes, they've been violated, so now they're getting processed. Our courts can't handle this. These people have planned this for years, and they're doing it. It is a fire hose of action. Illegal actions that even you acknowledge right here, but we're just going to let the courts sort it out. There won't be a country left to run, sir, if you guys just sit back and are afraid of a primary.
So, right across the British political spectrum, people say, well, whether you like Trump or not, he is actually delivering.
Yes, delivering for the rich. No wonder Farage is ecstatic. Click here for the real reason you're losing your job, and it's not immigrants.